Dangerous pursuit. 70,000 target this time.
007, it's too late for Agent Nightshade, but she needn't have died in vain. It's imperative that you reclaim those vials as quickly as possible. We've intercepted their radio transmission. They intend to transfer the vials to an armored van for more secure transportation. You must get to that rendezvous before they escape. Should you be unable to prevent the transfer from occurring, you must stop the armored van at all costs. Use caution, however. We need those vials intact.
007, I've airdropped some Q-Lab equipment into your area. They will appear as blips on your radar. The Q-pulse is particularly effective in disabling vehicles without damaging their contents. You'll need to get within a few meters of your target and allow adequate charge-up time to ensure success.
We're not intercepting before the exchange. There's no chance.
I don't think it will allow you to.
That'd be an interesting thought, though. Wondering if it does. Gas. Machine gun, weapons, e-brake, cycle weapons. Fairly standard.
So you have to drive and shoot on this one.
Yep.
Interesting. We were just talking about
but I think it's a straight in front of me shoot. I don't know if I just skipped that or not.
The briefcase that contains the vials is equipped with a locating beacon 007.
I pushed a button.
The arrow on your radar will enable you to track it.
I have unlimited machine gun.
Did your card shoot?
Yeah. I said that.
That's not so bad.
Those blips on your radar indicate special modifications I've developed for your vehicle, 007.
Whoops, missed it.
Use them sparingly, however.
Or not at all, because apparently I can't find them. Can't get them. Booster. So what's over here? More missiles, that'll come in handy. Whoops! Missiles and rockets. What's the... I don't know, folks, what the difference between missiles and rockets are.
Apparently premature death wing. It's okay, it happens for us. Why do you put
See,
it
I
with
told
me?
you, I knew that the transfer wouldn't happen. How did I miss? Oh! Just in the subway, that's nothing wrong with that, right? Armor, yes, because a vest works for a car. Come on, get me a little closer. I know, but I don't want to overshoot.
Got it.
That was easy. That car looks terrible.
Look at that. The guy's like, oh god.
That was the driving. That had nothing to do with me. I didn't shoot at them at all. That was pure driving. Their own driver did that one Bond move. Silver or bronze, you think?
Silver, I think.
Weapon accuracy, 80%. When you barely fire, your accuracy is great. Ammo efficiency, well, considering I accidentally fired a couple missiles. 3 out of 15 enemies subdued. Not bad overall.
You did it in less time. See? Silver medal.
Well, that went by quickly.
It did. I expected it to be harder than it was.
I expected it to be a legit... I mean, it was a legit chase, but I expected it to be like... I expected the car I was trying to catch before the transfer to be moving. I'm pretty sure it was stationary that whole time.
In theory.
I don't think there's any possible way to beat it for the transfer.
If you had gotten the Q pulse first and had come up on them while they were doing the transfer.
I did have a Q pulse.
No.
I cycled through all the weapons while we were heading out there.
You missed the first one.
But I started with one.
Oh, you started with one. Okay. So if you had gotten to where the transfer was taking place, as it was taking place,
I might have been able to, yeah.
I bet you could have taken out both cars.
If it hadn't detoured into the subway, I could have gotten it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then bam, right into the wall.
He was sneaky.
Yeah.
That was sneaky.
I still say the dead guy in the back was not my fault.
We don't know if he was dead. He could have just passed out.
With the driving, he at least had a concussion.
With the interior of the vehicle on fire too. I mean, that was
not me. I did not shoot this. I intentionally, because they made a big deal out of not damaging the vials. Meanwhile, there was actually no health indicator for it.
No.
I think they basically meant don't blow up the vehicle.
I almost wanted to see what would have happened if you had accidentally shot a missile and hit that car. Like, would they make you start all over? Would you lose?
How about I put that in right here?
Those vials may hold valuable information, 007. I suggest you try to restrain your usual explosive manner.
Jeez, these guys are persistent.
Game's over here like, what did I just say?
Bond, you were to disable the van without destroying it. Now we have no clue as to Block's plan. Return to MI6 immediately.
Okay, so I guess we know what happens.
With the exception of the accent, because I believe she was Scottish and not British, she reminds me of McChronicle.
So yeah, you can't actually legit destroy the van. Although, I don't know if it was just good timing, but the game does its best to try and keep you from doing it.
It really does. It's
they
like,
threw
no.
everybody in front of me. Although it is clever by not letting the missiles lock on.
Yes. It tries to make sure that you know this is not how you do it. This is not how you do things. And you're like, nah.
That was, even going back to do that was still pretty quick. Because we basically replayed the mission a little bit to do that, and we're only at 11 and a half minutes recording. Jeez, this is an overall short stream. Any other thoughts for that one, though?
I liked it. I liked it. It was fun.
I don't get what the Q smoke benefit would have been.
I think that's if you had missed the pulse before you actually got it, because those two guys didn't come in until you after the point where you actually won. So I'm betting you could have smoke bombed your way away from them.
Could be, I don't know. Guy up against the wall. Do you blame him?
Nope. Like, oh god, I'm gonna die today.
This is going to be a fun game to play. I remember a few missions being really annoying, and some that have different ways that you can... You have the same end result, but different ways you can get there. Like stealth or not, basically. You can go through and kill everybody watching, or you can just stealth your way in.
I half expected it to be more tedious.
What, the car chase?
All of it, overall. Like, so far. So, I'm wondering if later on down the line, that's when the tedious levels come in.
Could be. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why not give it a like? And while you're at it, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment. As per usual, thanks for watching and have a good one.